In our today's session, we will be discussing about while loop. In our previous session, we covered for loop and for loop with conditional statements. I hope you had no doubts and no questions from our previous session. So in our today's session, we will be starting with the while loop. Now, what is while loop? Let's talk about that.
Also, if you want to become a successful data analyst and you want to learn from our industrial experts, then you may call on the number given below, or you can also click on the link given in our description. Not just that, with our every batch, you will be getting 2 demo classes for free. So let's get started, guys.
While loop is a kind of a loop that executes till the given condition is true. Now, what does this thing mean? Okay, let's give you an example. Let's say I will tell you that eat food until you are hungry. So, what you will do, you will keep repeating the same method. You will keep eating the food in the same way until you are hungry. As soon as you're not feeling hungry anymore, you will stop eating food. That means same thing happens with the while loop as well, that whatever condition is given to the while loop, whatever condition is given to the while loop, till the time that condition is true, it will keep executing it, it will keep repeating it. But as soon as the condition is false, it will stop repeating it. In the for loop, you notice that the increment was done outside the loop. That means in the body, inside, it was not there inside the body of the loop. It was there when we are writing the loop itself. Here in while loop, it is a bit different, that increment is done inside the body of while loop. Let's have a look first at how to write a while loop. So we will be talking about while loop over here. We will see how to write a while loop. For that, we will first give any variable. Let's say n is equals to 0. Okay. So I'm providing a condition over here that while n is smaller than and equal to 10, in that condition print n. So very simple syntax over here, that while n is smaller than and equal to 10, in that condition, that means we'll put a colon over there and print n. We will be keep printing n. Now, as you remember, I told you that the increment over here is done inside the loop. So how I want my n to increase? I want my n to increase by plus 1. So n is equals to n plus 1. You can write n is equals to n plus 1, or you can also use n plus is equal to 1. The both the things are same, only the method of writing is different. N plus is equals to 1 is also n is equals to n plus 1. So I'm going to go ahead with n plus is equals to 1. Now let's run and see what happens. If I run this code, it starts from 0, that is our starting value 0, and it ends on 10, because the condition we have given here is that while n is smaller than and equal to 10, we have to repeat it as soon as this condition is false. That means when as soon as the number will become 11, so the next number would be 11. In that case, the condition will become false and it will stop executing, so it will only execute up to 10. And here increment is done inside the loop. So if you want to increase it by 2 every time, then starting value is 0 and you want to obtain all the even numbers up to 10, we can do this. So it gives us 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, which are all the numbers up to 10. Similarly, if you want odd numbers, all you need to do is replace this 0 with 1. And if I run this program, we get all the odd numbers, that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So these are some examples of while loop. Another very useful method of using while loop is, let's say I'm creating a variable called as k. K is equals to yes. Okay. Now if I give a condition that while k is equal to yes, in that condition ask for a user input that number 1 is equals to int input, enter a number here. Similarly, I'll write number 2 is equals to integer input, enter another number here. Let's say we want to add these numbers, so I'll print number 1 plus number 2. Okay, now what I want to do, let's say once I'm done with adding one numbers, I want to add more numbers. So what can I do? I can use the while loop to repeat it as many times as I want. So I'll ask for a choice that k is equals to input. Do you want to add more numbers? And as we can see, we have given a condition over here that k, if the value of k is yes, it will repeat it all over again. Now let's run and see what happens. So it gives me okay 1 to 9 numbers from our previous program, and here it asks me for a number. Enter the number here. Let's say I'll write 23. I write 45. It gives me 68. Do you want to repeat again? Yes. It again asks me enter the number here. So 45 plus 78 gives me the output 123. So as many times as I will write yes, even if I write yes again, it will keep repeating. It won't stop because we have provided it with the condition that if k is equals to yes, it will keep repeating. If it is anything other than yes, so let's say this time I'll write no. So here our loop stopped. So it was only executing till whatever the condition that we gave was true, and the condition was that k should be equal to yes. So these are two kinds of ways where we can use while loop. While loop, yes, again has a vast applications in Python. So I hope while loop is now clear to you all, and we will be doing more questions related to while loop in our problem solving section. In the next session, we will be learning about while true. So in our today's session, we learned about while loop, and while true is a infinite loop. So stay connected, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.